feel like I'm on the way to losing my car, losing my phone. Don't have money to pay those bills. I just got this place, low income housing came through. But at the end of the day, I don't know how I'm supposed to pay these bills. I could try going to work, but I lose every job that I have because I can't keep my mood stable. I could try working from home, but I don't have Wi-Fi. Gotta have money to get that. I don't know what I'm good at. I just know what I'm bad at, and I know what doesn't work for me, and I don't feel like every time I go to a therapist or a case manager or just somebody older looking for this support or answers, nobody has the answers. Nobody knows what to do. So what the fuck are we doing here? Literally, life is so confusing.
If I could go back in time and stop myself from being born, I would do it 100%. And I'm not making this video to be like, oh, I want to delete myself or any bullshit like that. No, when you look at life, everything about life is a fucking lie or a scam. And all the bullshit starts when you're a little kid. Like, your parents tell you, oh, Santa Claus is real. So you grow up thinking that this fat ass white dude is like crawling down your chimney, giving you all the gifts that you want. When you lose a tooth and you wake up with $20 under your pillow, you think it's the fucking tooth fairy. Then you grow up and you realize, wait a second, Santa Claus ain't real, the tooth fairy ain't real, it was my fucking mom. Then you go to
It didn't take for me to grow up to realize that, but keep going, brother.
school, right? And they always tell you the same shit. Oh, you can do anything. You can become anything if you just put your mind to it and you just believe in yourself. But what they fail to tell your ass is that if you ain't got the bread to do what you really want to do with your life, you can't fucking do it. Oh, you want to be a doctor? Well, sorry, if you don't have $100,000 to drop on 10 years of schooling, you can't be a fucking doctor. Like, they tell you the same shit. Go to school. I did that. Make sure you don't drop out. Make sure you stay out of trouble. Don't be out here in the streets selling drugs or gangbanging. I did that. They tell you, oh, go to college, get a degree. I did that. And what do I get? Fucking nothing. And I don't want to hear none of you dumbasses in the comments saying, well, you must have majored in some bullshit. I majored in computer engineering. I have a whole bachelor's degree in computer engineering. I graduated last year, and from last year all the way up until me making this fucking video, I cannot get a job. I wake up every...
He thought computer engineering wasn't some BS. Sorry, it is. You got AI. Claude is a computer engineer that runs autonomously. Anthropic AI. It can run 24/7. I got a software right now that I know about. I'm not going to even disclose it. But it can run in the background 24/7. It can take over your computer and do whatever you needed to do. Sorry, brother, that was some BS too, but he right, everything was a lie. It starts from school, and I've been knew that, though. I've been knew Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy. I've been knew all of that wasn't real. I've been knew it was my parents. I've been knew everything we learned in school was some BS. When they told us Christopher Columbus discovered America, I'm like, oh, no, that's not right. That's all it took for me. I couldn't get with social studies.
fucking day to the same 2 dumb-ass emails every fucking day. Thank you for applying, but we decided to move on with other candidates. Thank you for applying, but we feel like you're not best fit for this role. Every fucking day. Like, I'm at this point in my life where I'm questioning my morals. Why am I not out here robbing people? Why am I not out here scamming people? Why am I not out here selling drugs? Because I legit feel like that is the only way you can make it in this life. I have friends that sell drugs. I have friends that scam. And when I look at these niggas, they're eating steak and lobster. Meanwhile, I'm trying to live by a good moral compass. And yet, what do I get? Fucking nothing. What is the point of living if my entire life is just to fucking struggle?
We really should be seeking the kingdom, not these monetary possessions in this world. Everybody gonna be broke even sooner than later. And everybody you think on top right now, especially everybody doing wrong, they gonna have their little time, but then they gonna be through under the jail, or they gonna be down bad. They gonna be a what if or a has been. You ain't gotta compare your life, man. Everybody got their own time. You got your seasons for winning. You got your seasons for going back and losing. Some seasons might be longer than others. You might be in that losing season for some time. Maybe it's some things you got to work on within yourself. Maybe you need to strengthen your bond and connection with the Most High. Maybe you need to find your purpose. The Most High know you. He know you a crash out. If he puts you in position, you might blow it. Maybe you don't got no discipline. I'm talking to somebody right now.
I fucking hate this world, yo. Like, I was walking my dog today, and we was crossing the fucking street. And right as I cross the street, I'm like flagging the person that's coming up that we're crossing the street, because I do that all the time. And they're not paying no fucking attention and fucking ran my damn dog over, bruh.
I hate it here. I mean, like, not this country, this world, living. I fucking hate it sometimes. I woke up this morning very depressed and just unsettled Because what the actual fuck? But then I remembered that my entire existence is a fucking revolution. I remembered that I am here for a fucking reason. And just out of spite, I am gonna rise every day, get dressed, come outside and touch some freaking grass and thrive. And if you woke up feeling like crap too, I see you. And your feelings are valid. And if today isn't the day that you are going to get up and do amazing things, that's perfectly fine too. I just want to remind you that you fucking matter and our time is here. And I love you.
Fuck the world. Like, not like I need a break, like, honestly, like, fuck all of you. Like, everybody and everything, and I don't like doing anything anymore. Like, nothing makes me happy. I don't like anyone. I even told one of my therapists at one point, I said, I just don't want to feel anything. I kind of envy sociopaths because they don't have to worry about ever feeling shit. I kind of want that. And she's like, you mean you don't want to be a human being? I was like, yep, that's what I want.
I wouldn't say envy sociopaths. I would say you need to become numb to certain things. You shouldn't allow those things to affect you the way that they do. Right? You have to become in control of your emotions, develop some emotional intelligence. That's the problem. The world lacks it. That's a man right there. He probably didn't have somebody that helped him to regulate his emotions as a child, right? That taught him how to do it. It comes a point in time you have to tap into your own mind and what triggers you and learn to not be triggered by those things. Learn to laugh at them. I laugh things off. Especially when I'm going through something, I just laugh it off. Like, of course. I will literally say that. Of course. Of course this will happen. If I can't control it, then I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm going to focus on the things I can control. What I can't control, that's out of my control, literally. I got to get that up to the Most High, let him control that. Once I started to know that I could lean on him, I could place my worries on him, and he'll handle it. I looked at it like a blessing, and I'm like, I'm going to use that. I'm grateful that he allows us to do that. And it's been easier. Time's been easier when I'm going through things. I pray him, let him handle it. Let him fight those who fight against you. Right? We war not against flesh, but principalities in higher places. Life is a test, and in that, you're going to go through affliction and spiritual warfare. You got to know when the devil trying to attack. He know you. He know how to control you. You got to know. It could come through other people. It could come just through yourself. You could think yourself into depression too. Or if you're the type of person that one little setback or when one thing go wrong, start crashing out, you need to learn yourself, learn to chill out, take a deep breath. The simple things we learned as a kid, like everything gonna be all right. It'll be better tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe next week, but eventually you're gonna get over it.
And also, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a complete failure. Like, I'm trying not to cry because I don't want to cry and mess up my makeup, but I literally feel like a fucking failure. Because everybody in my fucking family has jobs, has a fucking license, and I'm 20 years old, y'all. I don't even have my license. But I have the permit, but I don't have my license. I don't have a car. I barely got funds in my fucking bank account. Like, and I can't get a job. Like, I feel like a failure. Like, I really do. Like, yeah, I'm going to college, and, I do good in college, and I'm like a 3.6, GPA, and always making, like, the dean's list and shit. But, like, it's so much more than that. I just feel like I'm so behind. And I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm trying my ass. Like, I'm trying hard as fuck to work. But, bitch.
Anyone else just tired? Anyone else just tired? Just tired of life. And I don't mean, like, being alive. Just tired of life. Like, we live in a world, society where people are literally working their butts off, working ragged hours just to come close to getting by. And it's such a sad world to watch. It's so sad to see. I want everyone to be able to, I just wish we were in times where everyone could work normal hours and pay bills and have enough money left over to just do what they want, But it's like, right now, gone are those days. I wish that for everyone. I wish everyone could do it. And it's so sad watching people struggle. Like, I'm just tired. I mean, me personally, I'm blessed that I have a job where I make pretty decent money. But, like, just the whole, like, just society, everything as a whole, just watching people struggle, like, destroying themselves just to make ends meet. It's like, it sucks. Like, we're in a society where people have to decide, okay, do I get groceries or do I take my son to his doctor's appointment that he really needs? Or do I, it's just, like, that's where we're at. And it sucks. I hate watching people struggle. I hate that we live in a society that's like that. And it just has me wondering, like, will it ever get better? Like, that's my question. That's my hope. Will it ever?
You know what? As I'm watching these videos, I'm thinking, I grew up, and I think the way that I grew up, actually, let me start with that. The way that I grew up, we grew up eating struggle meals, right? I had hand-me-down clothes and I had cheap clothes from AJ Wright, Fowler's, Value City, the clothing store. You could get pants for like $10, shirts for like $5, those type of stores, right? Never really had name brand like that too much other than my shoes sometimes, or to be an older pair of Nikes you never even seen before, low-key. But we grew up not eating the best of food, not eating the best ingredients, but we had 3 meals. We had food, we had shelter, right? We never really got what we wanted. Most times we got what we needed. Now, we would take a vacation, though. My people would save for a vacation. It might not be the most extravagant vacation, but we'd go on a vacation, right? That was my life. So we grew up like that. So I'm used to it. I see my people budgeting everything. Everything was budgeted. They some of the best budgeters ever. I ain't gonna lie. They will budget everything down to the dollar. See, I think maybe the people that didn't grow up like that, they having a harder time. But us that grew up like that, we kind of used to it as we go into adulthood because that's been our life for so long, right? And I seen my people do that and heard stories about them living way worse than they were when I was born. So they lived terrible as a kid, right? Struggled as a child. Their parents struggled when they were children, right? In their teens, same thing, struggle. 20s, struggle. 30s, struggle. 40s, still struggling, but starting to be able to do a few nicer things, go to better restaurants than before, or level up a little bit, but not quite. Then 50s is like, okay, we out the house, now they doing the best they've ever done, right? I think that's how life been, like, especially for men. We don't really reach our full potential until like we 50. With the internet, people becoming millionaires quicker, but the average age of people becoming financially stable or successful will be in their 50s, maybe late 40s. Men would invest into the stock market for 20 years and then finally get a breakthrough. See, we used to instant gratification, or that's what we want because we see it online. People not willing to go through it. Will it ever get better? Yeah, it get better later down the line after years and years and years of sacrificing for the greater good of you and your family. That's just what I was shown. It could come quicker due to things like the internet, due to us grinding, locking in. Of course, things cost more these days than ever before. So we really can't compare it to back then either, but the same things still apply a little bit in a sense, if y'all get where I'm going with that. I just want to sprinkle that into this video because she clearly not in her 50s. We complaining in our 20s and 30s. It's always delayed gratification. It's always been like that for all of the past generations before the internet. Am I right or wrong? I mean, y'all let me know.